Like I get a lot of comments in my TikToks and Instagrams and Facebook. Oh my God, you're so lucky. I get a lot of DMs. You're so lucky you were adopted. You're so lucky. But the way they asked me to be at this, the way I got into this family, they came up to me and asked me to be a part of my family. I remember I was in the orphanage at how old was I?
6.
6. I was 6. I was playing around. They pulled me to the side. They were like, Wilson, would you like to be part of our family? And I said yes. It felt like an invitation, and it felt like I was just being plucked out. And so, what do you guys think about this topic, and what do you think it needs to be talked about?
Well, you're right. That's very true. That is how much it happened. Well, let me just start off by saying when we first started going to the orphanage, right?
Mm-hmm.
We had no intention of adopting. We were just going to help. We wanted to be a part of the adoption. We wanted to be part of the orphanage and the ministry that they had in Haiti. We were very drawn to it.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of friends in our life that were adopting either from that orphanage or around the world. So we were surrounded with adoption. But I didn't think it was for us. I didn't think we could afford it. I felt called to help people, like to help our friends adopting or to be a part of their lives. And then at that time, I started helping the orphanage director with adoption matches. And I said, this cute little Wilson boy, like he hasn't been adopted yet. We got to find him a family. And Pierre said, I think you should pray about it. And I said, oh, I think not. We're just called to help. And so I told your dad and I said, Pierre said we should pray about it. I guess we should pray about it. And so you didn't know any of that. So all this was before we even started talking to you. And so we started praying about it and we really felt like, yeah. I mean, we didn't know how we were going to do it, what it looked like, more importantly, how we're going to afford it. We couldn't even, we were having a hard time even just making ends meet then. And so how are we going to feed another kid? What are we going to do? And so we had kind of already got that ball rolling a little bit with Pierre, but that's when
I had pulled you aside, just like you said, in the orphanage, and I was working on some construction projects, and I pulled you into the tool shed and asked you if I could be your papa, and you said yes.
I do remember.
And then we walked out and talked to Mama at that same time, and kind of cried a little bit, and we're excited together at the same time.
Yeah, and then I pulled you into the bathroom and talked to you again to make sure you're okay, and you're like, yes.
Yeah, hold on, let me scoot this.